My beloved child, if you believe this, like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you believe in God, type, "I really love you, God." And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. God bless you, my child. Type Amen. My beloved child, I have watched over you with tenderness and care since the moment you came into this world. Every breath you take, every step you make, has been under my divine protection. I have seen your struggles, your victories, and your silent battles. Nothing about your journey has escaped my eyes, and today, I come to speak to your heart. You stand at a crossroads, and the time to choose your path is upon you. I call out to you with a voice filled with love and urgency, because the moments ahead will shape your future. The decisions you make today will ripple through your life in ways you cannot yet comprehend. The time for hesitation has passed. Now is the moment to listen and take action. You have often wondered why life has presented you with challenges, why the road has sometimes been so hard. But my child, I want you to understand that every obstacle was placed before you with a purpose. I allowed these moments of hardship not to harm you, but to strengthen you, to mold you into the person I have destined you to become. Trust in the process, for each trial was a stepping stone towards your growth, your wisdom, and your deeper connection with me. There have been moments when you felt lost, unsure of where to turn. The weight of this world's burdens may have made you feel alone, but you were never abandoned. In your darkest hour, I was right there beside you, holding you up when you felt like you could no longer stand. You are never out of my reach, my child. My hand is extended toward you even now, ready to lift you up if you are willing to take hold of it. The distractions of this world have grown loud, haven't they? So many voices competing for your attention, promising things that can never truly satisfy the soul. The fleeting pleasures, the false sense of security that material wealth brings, none of these things will fulfill the deep yearning within you. Only my love, my presence, can give you the peace you so desperately seek. You were created for more than the temporary. You were made for eternity. There is a calling upon your life, and it is time for you to step into it fully. No longer can you afford to delay or to push aside the whisper of my spirit. I have been speaking to your heart, nudging you, drawing you closer to me. I have plans for you, plans that are beyond your wildest dreams, but they require your surrender, your full surrender, child, not just in part, but in whole. I ask for your heart, undivided, fully committed to walking in my ways. You see, the world is changing rapidly, and the time is drawing near when choices will be made that have eternal consequences. You cannot remain neutral in this time. You cannot sit on the fence, hoping things will work out on their own. There is no middle ground, my child. You are either with me or against me. You either choose the path of light or the road of darkness. Indecision is, in itself, a decision. Now is the moment to declare where you stand. I know the road ahead may seem uncertain. I know that fear tries to creep in and hold you back from stepping into your calling. But I remind you that fear is not from me. I have given you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. You have within you the strength to overcome any obstacle because I am with you. My grace is sufficient for you. When you are weak, I am strong on your behalf. Do not be deceived by the enemy's lies. He will try to convince you that you are not worthy, that you are not capable, that it is too late for you. But I tell you the truth. You are precious in my sight. I have already equipped you with everything you need to fulfill your purpose. It is not by your might or by your strength that you will succeed, but by my Spirit working through you. All I ask is your willingness, your obedience. My child, Look around you. The signs are everywhere. The earth groans in anticipation of what is to come. The hearts of men are growing cold, and the love that once bound humanity together is fading. But there is still hope. There is still time to turn back to me, to seek me with all your heart. If you draw near to me, I will draw near to you. My arms are open wide, waiting for you to run into them. Do not wait for tomorrow is not promised. The time is now. I am knocking on the door of your heart. Will you let me in? Will you allow me to lead you into the fullness of life that I have prepared for you? The choice is yours. But I urge you, do not delay. Do not be swayed by the temporary pleasures of this world. They will only leave you empty and searching for more. I am the bread of life, and whoever comes to me will never hunger again. I am the living water, and whoever drinks from me will never thirst again. You have a purpose that goes beyond what you can see in this moment. Your life is a part of a greater plan, a divine tapestry that is being woven together by my hand. Every thread, every moment has significance. There are people you are meant to impact, lives you are meant to touch with my love. But first, you must be willing to let go of the things that are holding you back. The fear, the doubt, the past regrets, none of these have power over you unless you give them permission to. Let them go, my child. Let them go and step into the freedom I have for you. The enemy would have you believe that you are too far gone, that your mistakes have disqualified you from my grace. But that is a lie. There is no sin too great, no failure too deep, that my blood cannot cover. I went to the cross for you, to pay the price for every wrong. It is finished, child. You are forgiven. All I ask is that you come to me with a heart open and willing to receive the gift of my love and grace. I am calling you to a higher place, a place of intimacy with me that you have never known before. This is not a call to religion, but to relationship. I desire to walk with you, to speak with you, to lead you in every aspect of your life. I have been waiting for this moment, for you to open your heart fully to me. I long to show you the depths of my love, the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. The time is short, my child. The days ahead will not be easy, but you do not walk alone. I am with you, guiding you, protecting you, and providing for you. I have never left your side, and I never will. But you must choose to follow me. You must choose to trust me, even when the path is unclear, even when the world around you seems to be falling apart. My word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. I will not lead you astray. You may wonder, how do I begin? What steps should I take? The answer is simple, though it may challenge you deeply. Begin by quieting the noise around you, the distractions that pull your attention away from my voice. In the stillness, you will hear me. I have always spoken to you, but sometimes the clamor of this world drowns out my whispers. Return to the place of prayer, the sacred moments where your spirit aligns with mine. In those moments, I will reveal the next steps and I will guide you in ways that you cannot yet imagine. The foundation of all I ask of you is trust. Trust that I am who I say I am. Trust that I have good things planned for you, even when circumstances appear dark. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see the full picture. It is in this trust that you will find peace, a peace that surpasses all human understanding. When you place your trust in me, you free yourself from the burden of control, from the pressure to figure everything out on your own. You were never meant to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, for that is my role. I am your rock, your fortress, your refuge in times of trouble. Your faith in me will be tested, but do not fear these tests. They are not meant to harm you, but to refine you, to strengthen your resolve, and to deepen your relationship with me. When trials come, stand firm in the knowledge that I am with you. I have already overcome the world, and because of this, you too will overcome. You are more than a conqueror through me. There is nothing that can separate you from my love. Not hardship, not danger, not even death itself. In me, you have life eternal, but you must take up your cross daily. This walk with me is not always easy. There will be times when following me means denying your own desires, laying down your plans for the sake of my will. It is in this surrender that you will find your true purpose. For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? The things you chase after in this life, the accolades, the possessions, the status, none of these will matter in the end. What will matter is your relationship with me, your obedience to my call, and the way you loved others in my name. I have placed in your heart a deep longing for something greater, something beyond this world. That longing is not a mistake. It is the echo of eternity calling out to you, reminding you that this life is not all there is. Your true home is with me, in the place I have prepared for you. Every moment you spend in my presence, every act of kindness you perform in my name, is a reflection of that eternal reality. You were created for fellowship with me, for communion that goes beyond the temporal. In me, you will find the fullness of joy. The road ahead will require courage. It will require you to step out in faith, even when the path is unclear. But remember, you do not walk this journey alone. I have given you my Spirit to dwell within you, to comfort, guide, and empower you. You are never without my presence. Even in your weakest moments, I am there, sustaining you with my strength. Lean into my Spirit, for He will lead you into all truth. He will remind you of everything I have taught you, and He will equip you for the work I have set before you. Do not be afraid of what lies ahead. Though the world around you may seem to be spiraling into chaos, I remain sovereign over all. I am the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. Nothing takes me by surprise. Every event, every moment, is within my control. You can trust that my plan is unfolding exactly as it should, even when it seems as though everything is falling apart. I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating events in ways that you cannot yet understand. There will come a time when the full revelation of my kingdom will be made known to all. Every knee will bow, and every tongue will confess that I am Lord. Until that day, you are called to be my ambassador, my representative, in a world that is in desperate need of hope. I have placed you where you are for a reason. You have been given unique gifts, talents, and experiences that will allow you to reach people that others cannot. Do not underestimate the impact you can have when you walk in obedience to my call. The time is coming when the harvest will be plentiful, but the workers will be few. I am calling you to be a worker in this harvest, to go out into the fields and gather those who are lost, broken, and in need of my love. This is not a task for the faint of heart, but I have equipped you with everything you need to fulfill this mission. You have my word, my Spirit, and my authority. When you speak in my name, mountains will move and lives will be transformed. But you must be vigilant. The enemy is prowling like a lion, seeking whom he may devour. He will try to distract you, to discourage you, and to lead you away from the path I have set before you. Be sober-minded and alert. Clothe yourself in the armor of God, for this is not a battle of flesh and blood, but of principalities and powers. Stand firm in the truth, and do not be swayed by the lies of the evil one. He has already been defeated, and his time is short. You have nothing to fear when you stand in my power. You are called to be a light in the darkness, a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. The world is watching, and how you live your life will speak louder than any words you could ever say. Let your actions reflect my love, my grace, and my mercy. Be quick to forgive, slow to anger, and steadfast in your faith. Let your life be a testimony to the goodness of your Creator, a beacon of hope for those who are searching for something real in a world full of counterfeit solutions. Remember, I did not call you to walk this path alone. I have placed people in your life who will support you, encourage you, and walk alongside you on this journey. Lean on them when you grow weary, and lift them up when they are weak. There is strength in community, in the body of believers that I have established. Together, you are stronger than you could ever be on your own. Do not forsake the gathering of my people, for it is in fellowship that you will find the encouragement you need to keep pressing forward. There will be moments when you feel as though the weight of the world is too much to bear, when the burdens of life press down on you with relentless force. In those moments, come to me. Lay your burdens at my feet, for I care for you deeply. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. I will give you rest for your soul, a rest that the world cannot offer. When you are weary, I will renew your strength. When you are discouraged, I will lift you up. Do not allow the cares of this world to choke out the seed of faith that has been planted within you. The worries of life, the deceitfulness of wealth, and the desire for other things can easily pull you away from the life I have called you to. But you must remain focused on me. Keep your eyes fixed on the author and finisher of your faith. In me, you will find all that you need. I am your provider, your healer, your sustainer. You do not need to seek after the things of this world, for I will supply all your needs according to my riches in glory. The journey you are on is not a sprint, it is a marathon. There will be highs and lows, moments of great joy and times of deep sorrow. But through it all, I am with you. My grace is sufficient for every season, and my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Do not give up when the road becomes difficult. Keep pressing on, for the reward that awaits you is far greater than anything this world can offer. As you continue on this path, my child, you will encounter moments of decision that will test your faith. These are crossroads where you will need to rely on wisdom beyond your understanding. In those moments, do not lean on your own knowledge or the knowledge of this world, for the wisdom of man is foolishness in comparison to the wisdom I provide. Instead, seek me with all your heart, and I will grant you insight. My Spirit will give you discernment, showing you the way you should go, even when the path seems unclear or daunting. Do not be discouraged when you do not immediately see the fruits of your labor. Every seed planted in faith takes time to grow. There are seasons in life, and not every season is one of harvest. Some are meant for sowing, some for watering, and some for waiting. Trust in the timing of my plan. What you cannot see now is how deeply your acts of obedience are taking root. In the appointed time, the harvest will come, and it will be far greater than you ever expected. Patience is a virtue that is often overlooked in this fast-paced world, but it is essential for your growth. Just as a tree takes years to mature and bear fruit, so too will your faith deepen over time. Do not rush the process. Allow me to work in you, to prune the branches that are not bearing fruit, so that the parts of you that are flourishing can grow even stronger. This pruning may be painful at times, but it is necessary for your development. Trust that I am shaping you into the person you are meant to be. There are areas in your life where you may still be holding back, places where you have not fully allowed my light to shine. These are the corners of your heart where fear, doubt, and past wounds reside. But my light is not something to be feared. It is healing. It is restorative. I know every hurt, every scar, and I am here to bring healing to those places. Surrender them to me, my child. Do not keep them hidden any longer. Let me in, and I will restore what has been broken. I am the healer of hearts, the mender of souls. There is no wound too deep that I cannot heal, no scar too permanent that I cannot restore. You may have carried these burdens for years, perhaps even decades, but now is the time to let them go. Release them into my hands, for my hands are strong and capable. They were pierced for your transgressions, wounded for your iniquities, and by my stripes you are healed. You do not need to carry the weight of your past any longer. I have already carried it for you. Forgiveness is another area where you may struggle. Perhaps there are people in your life who have wronged you, people who have caused you pain, and you find it difficult to let go of the hurt they have inflicted. But I call you to forgive, not because the wrongs done to you are insignificant, but because forgiveness is the key to your freedom. Holding on to bitterness and resentment only chains you to the past. When you forgive, you release yourself from those chains, and you allow me to work in your life in ways you cannot imagine. Forgiveness does not mean that what was done to you was right. It does not mean that you must forget the wrongs committed against you. But it does mean that you are choosing to let go of the desire for vengeance, trusting that I will bring justice in my time and in my way. I am the righteous judge, and nothing escapes my notice. Leave the matters of justice to me, and instead focus on healing your heart. As you forgive, you will find peace, and that peace will transform your life. You must also learn to forgive yourself. There may be things in your past that you regret, mistakes you have made, and choices that still weigh heavily on your mind. But my child, you are not defined by your past. You are defined by my love for you. When I forgave you, I did so completely. I cast your sins as far as the east is from the west, and I remember them no more. So why do you continue to hold on to them? If I, the perfect and holy one, have forgiven you, then you must also forgive yourself. The enemy will try to remind you of your past failures. He will try to bring guilt and shame into your life, but do not listen to his lies. You are a new creation in me. The old has passed away, and the new has come. Walk in the freedom I have given you, and do not let the enemy steal your joy. You are not bound by your past, for I have set you free, and whom the Son sets free is free indeed. As you move forward in your journey, you will encounter people who are hurting, people who are lost and searching for something to fill the void in their lives. They may not even realize that the void they feel is a longing for me. But you, my child, have the answer they are seeking. You carry within you the light of my love, the hope of salvation. Do not keep this light hidden. Share it with those who are in darkness, for they need it more than they know. The world is in desperate need of hope. Everywhere you look, there is pain, suffering, and despair. But I have called you to be a beacon of hope, a vessel through which my love can flow. When you encounter those who are broken, extend my grace to them. When you see those who are weary, offer them the rest that only I can provide. When you meet those who are lost, show them the way to me. You are my hands and feet in this world, and I have given you a mission to bring my love to those who need it most. Do not be afraid to step out in faith. I have not called you to a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When you walk in obedience to my call, you will see miracles happen. Lives will be changed, hearts will be healed, and my kingdom will be advanced. But you must be willing to take that first step, to trust that I will equip you for whatever task lies ahead. I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. And you, my child, have been called. There will be moments when you doubt your ability to fulfill the mission I have given you. You may feel inadequate, unprepared, or overwhelmed by the enormity of the task. But remember this: I am with you. I will never leave you, nor forsake you. When you feel weak, I will be your strength. When you feel lost, I will be your guide. When you feel discouraged, I will be your encouragement. You are not doing this alone. You are doing it with me, and through me, all things are possible. As you continue to seek me, you will grow in wisdom and understanding. I will reveal to you mysteries that have been hidden, and I will open doors that no man can shut. But you must remain humble, always remembering that it is not by your own power or might that you succeed, but by my Spirit. Stay close to me, and I will lead you on paths of righteousness for my name's sake. Your life is a testimony, my child. Every trial you have endured, every victory you have experienced, is a part of the story I am writing through you. Your testimony has the power to bring hope to others, to show them that I am faithful, even in the midst of the storm. Do not be afraid to share your story, for in doing so, you glorify me. Your life is a reflection of my grace, and through you, others will come to know my love. There are still many pages to be written in your story, and I am excited for what lies ahead. But for now, I ask you to trust in me, to walk with me, and to let go of anything that is holding you back. The time is short, and the work is great. But you are not alone in this journey. I am with you, every step of the way, guiding you, empowering you, and loving you with a love that knows no bounds. This is your final call, my child. The time to act is now. The world is waiting, and I have chosen you for such a time as this. Do not delay. Step into the fullness of what I have for you, and watch as I do exceedingly and abundantly more than you could ever ask or imagine. You may find that as you continue this journey, the weight of responsibility feels heavy at times. But remember, you are not walking this path alone. I have promised to go before you, to be with you in every circumstance, and to never leave your side. You need only call on my name, and I will answer. There is nothing too big or too small that you cannot bring to me. I am intimately aware of every aspect of your life, and I care deeply for you. There will be voices along the way, voices that will try to lead you astray, to distract you from your purpose. These voices may come from within your own mind, whispering doubts and fears, or they may come from the world around you, urging you to follow paths that are not aligned with my will. Do not be swayed by these voices. Tune your heart to hear my voice above all others. My sheep know my voice, and I am speaking to you even now. Listen closely, and you will hear me guiding you, calling you, and leading you into all truth. It is important that you guard your heart, for out of it flow the issues of life. Be mindful of what you allow into your heart and mind. The world is full of noise, media, opinions, distractions that can easily cloud your judgment and pull you away from the peace I offer. Stay rooted in my word, for it is your foundation. Let it be the lens through which you view everything in life. My word is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword. It has the power to transform your mind, to give you wisdom, and to strengthen your spirit. When you are grounded in my word, you will not be easily shaken, no matter what comes your way. I have given you everything you need to live a life of godliness and purpose. You lack nothing, for my Spirit dwells within you, empowering you to walk in righteousness and truth. But you must choose to walk in step with the Spirit. This means yielding your will to mine, allowing me to shape your desires and direct your actions. It means daily surrendering your plans, your ambitions, and your desires to me, trusting that my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. I understand that surrender is not always easy. There will be moments when you want to hold on to control, when you feel that you know what is best for your life. But I urge you to trust me. I see the bigger picture. I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. When you surrender to me, you are not giving up anything of value. You are exchanging your limited understanding for my infinite wisdom, your temporary desires for my eternal purposes. The more you trust me, the more you will see my hand at work in your life. Doors that you thought were closed will suddenly open. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will become accessible. I am the God of the impossible, and I delight in doing what seems impossible to man. But you must first be willing to trust me, even when you cannot see the full path ahead. I do not reveal the entire journey at once, for if I did, you might become overwhelmed or try to run ahead of me. Instead, I ask you to walk with me one step at a time, trusting that I will lead you exactly where you need to be. As you walk in obedience, you will notice that your heart begins to change. The things that once seemed so important to you will fade in significance, and your desires will begin to align more closely with mine. You will find joy in serving others, in loving those around you, and in being a vessel of my grace. This is the transformation that takes place when you surrender fully to me. I take your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh, one that beats in rhythm with mine. I am calling you to live a life that reflects my character, a life of integrity, humility, and love. The world is in desperate need of examples of my love in action. It is easy to say that you follow me, but your actions will speak louder than your words. Love those who are difficult to love. Forgive those who have wronged you. Extend grace to those who don't deserve it. In doing so, you will be a living testimony of my love to the world around you. Your life will not be without challenges. In fact, following me often means that you will face trials and opposition. But take heart, for I have overcome the world. You are not defined by your circumstances, but by who you are in me. When the storms of life rage around you, stand firm in the knowledge that I am your anchor. The winds may blow, the waves may crash, but you will not be moved, for I am with you. Do not let fear hold you back from stepping into all that I have for you. Fear is a tool of the enemy, designed to paralyze you and keep you from fulfilling your purpose. But I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When fear tries to creep in, remember that I am greater than anything you will ever face. My perfect love casts out all fear. Walk boldly in the confidence that comes from knowing you are my child, and nothing can separate you from my love. As you continue on this journey, remember that it is not about striving or earning my favor. You already have my favor because you are my beloved. You are not defined by your performance, but by my grace. I am not looking for perfection from you. I'm looking for a heart that is fully surrendered to me. I'm looking for someone who is willing to say, "Yes, Lord," even when it is difficult, even when it requires sacrifice. There is great reward in following me. Not necessarily the rewards the world promises, wealth, fame, or power, but the rewards of peace, joy, and a deep, abiding relationship with me. The world cannot give you these things, nor can it take them away. When you are anchored in me, you will experience a fullness of life that surpasses anything this world has to offer. My child, the time is short. The days are growing darker, and the world is in need of my light more than ever. You are my light bearer, my ambassador, sent to bring hope to a world in despair. Do not underestimate the impact you can have when you walk in obedience to my call. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every prayer you offer in my name is a seed planted for my kingdom. You may not always see the immediate results of your efforts, but trust that I'm working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet perceive. Your faithfulness in the small things will lead to greater opportunities. Be faithful where you are now, and I will open doors for you in the future. Do not despise the day of small beginnings, for I delight in seeing the work begin. You are part of something much greater than yourself. You are part of my eternal kingdom, a kingdom that will never fade or pass away. The work you do for my kingdom will have lasting impact, far beyond what you can see in this life. Your labor is not in vain, for every act of obedience, every step of faith, is building something that will endure for eternity. As you move forward, know that I am proud of you. I see your heart, your desire to follow me, and it brings me great joy. I am not distant or far off. I am with you, closer than you can imagine. I rejoice over you with singing, and I delight in every step you take toward me. My beloved child, you are precious to me. I know you by name, and I have written your name in the book of life. Your future is secure in me, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. Continue to walk with me. Trust in me. and know that I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Amen.